Hello everybody, welcome back to Maxwell's Puzzling Demon. Let's get that cursor off the screen. Go back to World 4, where we are working with pistons. Now, this thing here. Okay, I think I see what might be happening. If I have enough puzzles solved from this lot, I can branch the cold over to this gate. Now, how many do we actually need for that? And how far out does the gate go? It looks like I'm going to need at least one more. Because I can be a conduit. Huh. No, that works. I was thinking that I was going to need to get it out and then in again or something, and move the red in a way that I could come back over. But that's good. So that's even more puzzles. Then we've got E, F, and G in there. And then all the way down to at least 19 below us. But right now, I guess we've looked at 6. Have we looked at 8? Right, we've got hot, we've got cold, we've got an ambient transitioner. What do I need to move and where is a fantastic question. It looks like this can just go down. And then what? If I make it cold again. Can I get this out of the way? I can. So, sure, but I can't move past this. It's far, far too large. So, push it to the right, use it as a heatsink first. Why does that... Oh, so when it opens, it becomes hot. So I want to use the piston. Wait. No. I want the piston to be open here so that I can push the big box to the right. But what does an open piston look like? Hot. It's closed. Hot expands it, so heat expands. And then it's neutral again, and if I cool it, then it contracts again. It's a nice way to remember it, but how do I solve the puzzle with this? What I don't really understand is what I'm doing with this hot piece, because I can't move it anywhere. I make that cold. That doesn't help me. What I can do, okay, something I can do, is I can move this over. Just trying to think of some way I can get the hot up there now. Well, actually, if I come in from this left-hand side, it will push away, but it doesn't push this piece away. These borders where we have to work around the hot piece are very tricky because we basically can't do anything in the space around it. That's no good. I think there is going to be some kind of diagonal here where I can get this to be hot and expanded without me being put in harm's way is what I need. But it's not that. I'm hoping so. Once it's cold, I can push this over, which will neutralize the heat over there. Although, yeah, because this 4-pin here doesn't have heat in it. It doesn't count as a 5th piece, so it's 4 and 4, and then I can move past. So the goal is simple. The execution is the tricky part. Huzzah. Now, do we need to do that on the opposing side? Yes, because this piece is in the way. So, what does our contraption look like? It's block clear, me red. So I need clear block, me red. Except this blue one can't be here. Where can it be? Is a great question. These maneuvering around ourselves malarkey. Gets to be tricky, doesn't it? So it literally can't be there. How about that? Okay. Then we use we push this over. Then we use the cold to close that open. A wonderful puzzle. Oh, I love it when it doesn't make me overthink for 20 minutes. Number 9. Alright, we've got our pistons. Same rules. Cold contracts. Hot would expand, but there's no more expanding to do. Sure. Then there's this gap. We can push something down and then across. I don't think there's enough cold to do anything about this red piece unless we make the 3 pieces we have cold. So if we did a contract, then that's neutral. Except this has a black line on the right hand side, so that can't touch the piece on the right. Which is obviously going to be a problem. So even if I bring all this down, that's not cold enough. So where do we use the piston? Where is our piston priority? I can push this over. There's no glue. So I don't think this helps me greatly. I can make that neutral so I can walk by it. That's nice. But I can't get through here. It stands to reason, although remember, always challenge your assumptions, that I need to walk past that lower section to go up the long vertical column. which would mean I need 3 cold pieces to counteract the thermal mass of this long bar. Now, if we just neutralize this a second just for discussion's sake. If we imagine these were cold, that, translated to here, would let 3 cold touch it. But then I wouldn't be able to get past. So that doesn't help. That seems certainly incorrect. I don't really see very much about how I can manipulate this red one to anywhere while it's hot that isn't on this axis, because, well, hold on, okay. I can, I suppose, if I could move, which is the hard part, clearly. I can move that around like that. But I don't see how that helps me either. Last one was very clear what we needed to do. This one, not so certain. Making this like cold and then hot. I can't even make it hot once it's cold, because I can only make it neutral at this point. I would need more hot to make that work. No, I don't see it. I don't see it, so I'm going to keep moving rather than getting stuck, because there's plenty of possible puzzles, and then maybe the knowledge that we get from one puzzle will help us out in a future puzzle. I come into 12 and out of 12. This is right there. So we can't go back past this. So not entirely sure how we're getting to C and D right now. But I haven't, so far, I've been unable to get to any lettered levels. So that's going to be a challenge in and of itself. This looks friendly. So, what does this do? It shrinks a 2 bar into a 1 bar, or a chevron into a 2 bar, perhaps we could say. So, I want to. I don't know. To make this presumably cold, we can use us to help. Oh, that gets that away from the wall, which is interesting. But now this can't ever become hot or neutral again. This is just its life now. If I move that over, I can't move this up. If I put that there, I can't move this up. So how on earth are we getting through this chicane? Does it have anything about doing it without making it cold? Is that the goal here? Like, do all the movement we need to without ever triggering it? which would need to be... what would that need to be? Because if that comes over, then that can go over, then that can come back and up one. Then, if I can do this without getting the blue all the way to the corner, can I? That goes back, this comes over, but no. I want to, basically. Let me talk through some stuff. How do we do this? I don't even know how I can't repeat the thing I just did. It was this. So that gets that to the corner, which lets me move this freely. If I can get that to there, and then make this cold, because it's hooked, these pieces can't come down, so this piece has to go up. So I need to get this around while keeping this neutral, but being able to move this cold over to here is what I want. So it's just a navigation game of getting one around the other without letting one become cold. I'll do it. Or it won't. Okay, so next piece of the puzzle. Not bad. 11. Golly. What am I even looking at? These guys. Okay, I think I see some of what I'm looking at. This is 6 thermal mass of cold. This is 6 thermal mass of hot. But the colds can only transfer through their tops. They're black on the other edges. This is conveniently shaped that it will push both of these up at the same time, neutralizing the temperature. Now, and then I can push the whole thing to the left. So, I'm going to need this thing. How do I compress this to go in that gap? If this is red and this is neutral and this is cold, this makes it hot as soon as I try and compress it otherwise. So where can I put this? Can't do that because I can't move across to the other side of it. I have 2 of these, which is intriguing. The fact that it's not 1 tells me the second one is very important. Okay, sure, but then I can't... Oh, I can do this. Except now I can't push it upwards. And I need to push it upwards to change the temperatures. So I need to compress this. But then do I need to reuse the cold pieces? If I fetch cold with my body, those are still the Blue ones are available to me, but can't bring them back. What I want to do is somehow compress this thing and then move it over. Because I'd like to keep some hot, I suppose, because the neutral doesn't do anything. But I can't just go and fetch some hot. So I think I need to somehow... Wait. If I do this and make that neutral, right? And then move that up and put that there, I can make a hot piece. Which I guess is what I need, but not there, because once this is here, I can't push it downwards. So we've got the pieces we need, we just need to find the order of operations to get where it's going. This was there. That's now neutral and cannot be compressed to make heat. So I think we have to neutralize one of these first while this is up. Don't know what we're doing with the second one. Let's keep our options open, I suppose. Where can I compress this and still have the ability to move it to the right? So, hold contracts it. So I need the hot to be over on the right-hand side somehow, do I? Well, the hot could be here, and then because it's compressed, it can't do its self-spring until there's room to do so. So maybe we don't have to move it over, we just have to make it hot in the exact right spot. That's new. How did I make neutral before? That's neutral. That's hot. That's neutral again. That's cold. Closer. So this is kind of what I want to happen, but I want me to get hot. If everything was one further over, well, I can do it this way. No, I can't. I was like, I can neutralize those and then be hot on the way over, but that won't work. I don't want them to make neutral, I need them to make hot. We're so close. Where is that sweet, sweet dopamine hit of understanding and success? Because once that's neutral, I can't make hot again. So how can I use cold to make this contract, which will make 2 colds. My math isn't mathing here. Now it's not hot anymore. That's neutral now, rather than being cold. That's hot. Got it. Lovely stuff. I'm terrified by what I'm looking at over here and just how we might ever make progress through all of this. This strange looking contraption. That moves everything down 1. But so far, none of these are like cold to move. It was that simple? Really? Okay, well that won't touch that because that's too long, obviously. That needs moving out over there to get to those. There's so many extra levels. I remember if you look down there at just east of L, there is a pathway that goes around the other side of the world. We probably can't see it from up here, and also we have one-way systemed ourselves. But way back at the top of the world, in fact, we can probably go... Actually, no, let me go into 16 first, so that we have an out to 16. But if we come into 4.1, there's this pathway around the outside edge of the world. Although, who needs that, apparently? We can get into A and B here. I was thinking we needed to use this giant long pathway around the outside edge somehow to push this in and come out the outside edge, but just coming into World 1 from the correct side using the overworld. I didn't find the mute button. I was trying. I was all over the place. Excuse me. But yeah, we have options up here as well now. So that's all I was alluding to, showing off, that there was this great big path that went around from presumably the end of the world to the start of the world, but it might be moot, which would be very interesting. But for now, there's a 4A and a... do the A's and the B's appear on the backside edge? Because we've never done a 4A or a 4B before. Hold on. I come into A, and then out of there and out of there. No, we come out of 4. We can't come out of 4A over there, because we come out of 4. That makes sense. Alright, that's all for today. Thank you ever so much for watching. If you enjoyed the series, please do consider subscribing or hit that like button. If you have any questions, comments, recommendations, put them down below. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.